people, the Samsung Galaxy Note from AT&T. My review on it. Now, unfortunately, this isn't an iPhone killer. It's the iPhone killer's killer. That's what it is. I mean, this thing, along with at least 2 or 3 dozen Android handsets, actually obliterate the iPhone 4S. In fact, here's the iPhone 4 right here. So you can't call me a racist towards Apple. And this phone here was relegated useless by the HTC Evo, which then was relegated useless by the Samsung Infuse, which now the Big Daddy, the Samsung Galaxy Note right now, which completely obliterates any smartphone out there. Like I said, the iPhone, it was good back in 2007. Times have changed. They haven't changed nothing. Look at the screen difference between this and the iPhone. Look at that. Just look at that thing. Next in line, the Samsung Infuse, which was a big screen. Look at the difference in screen. The bottom line, this phone here, which is operating on, I forget what it's called, gingerbread. Whatever! It's operating on gingerbread. And I know there's going to be people saying, he didn't even know what that means. It's operating on gingerbread, which is soon going to get an ice cream sandwich update, which I don't know why they named this kind of stuff, this thing. But anyway, this phone here is absolutely my favorite device I ever owned right now. The screen is amazing on it. The quality is amazing on it. The camera, 1080 HD high definition camera, is astounding. Everything about this phone smells victory. It is, I mean, it's big. I got big hands. It's big. I'm not going to lie to you. It's big. And the funny thing about it is, when I came out with a stylus, I'm like, I won't use this thing. Where's that? I said, I won't use this stylus. But you know what? I become one of the greatest artists on the internet with this stylus. I'm going to show you a little artistry that I drew a little bit ago. I have become one of the greatest artists. This thing is actually fun. This phone does everything that the iPhone can and can't do right here. So do these other phones, though. But anyway, and where are we at here? I gotta go. Whatever. I'll show you in a second. But anyway, this phone here is a straight up beast. I mean, it does. I ain't gonna give you one of them reviews where people show you this and that. I'll just show you simply. Oh, here we go. Right here. Look at this. Look at this thing. I drew this. Look at this. I drew this. You see that? Look at that. PP90 from Call of Duty. I drew that with this. That is just, it's made me into an artist, this phone, which I really believe is going to take my career off right now. I think people are going to start to see my work. I did this with this and this. This phone here, it does everything. It's unbelievable. I'm not going to give you one review, show you all the specs, this and that, because frankly, I can give a shit right now. Everybody else does that kind of review. I'm just telling you from personal experience right now that this phone blows away any phone that I've ever owned. This phone here, like I said, look at this phone here, like I said, all it does now is sit there for a camera when I'm trying to record something else because it sits on the shelf squarely. It's outdated, obsolete. This phone here I don't use anymore because I don't have Sprint. And this phone here, I love this phone. It only had a single core processor. This one here has a dual core 1.5 Snapdragon processor, which is very snappy. A lot of people said that the Exynos processor is better, which it probably is, but for some reason, this here processor on this, I've had the international, not the international version, but the Samsung Galaxy 2 from Sprint before, and I believe this processor is actually faster than the Exynos one on this phone in particular. This phone is, look at this thing. Look at this thing. And I got the ice cream sandwich theme on it right now, not the ice cream sandwich, but I downloaded that. This phone right now, like I said, it is iPhone killer's killer, along with about 2 or 3 dozen handsets from Android that actually obliterate the iPhone 4S, whatever. I've never been so much, I mean, look, and it's actually, look, here's another thing. It's actually thinner than the iPhone 4. And what's that tell you? Samsung, you make the greatest phones ever. And I'm going to tell you something else, too. I'm no way hating Apple. They make great computers. I'd love to have an Apple, Mac, whatever. They make great computers, but unfortunately, their phone has been stagnant for about 3 years now. It's been the same product over and over and over. The bottom line is, if you want a true smartphone, the Samsung Galaxy Note, thinnest device I've ever seen for the size of it. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. It's unbelievable. And I'm going to tell you right now, I will never buy another phone again. This phone here, I will never buy another phone again. It is unbelievable the capabilities this phone has. It does everything. It does it. I want to start my car. I could probably start my car with some kind of application from it. I'm sure it has it. It's unbelievable what this phone does. And I've always liked Samsung products. I got a Samsung TV. I got a Samsung everything in this house right now. But like I said, I still got the Apple. But it's relegated useless. It was relegated useless by the HTC Evo 2 years ago. So anyway, bottom line, in fact, I might even sell this thing. I might even sell it because, you know, when I make videos on the store shelf, whatever, get out of it. I don't want to see it. But anyway, the bottom line is, I probably am going to get an Apple computer. So I don't want you to think I hate Apple. They make great computers. Their phone thing is stagnant. Bottom line is, if you're looking for a smartphone, and I will say this, the size of it, I mean, look, I got big hands. The size of it, it is kind of big. Sometimes you got to do this. You got to use both hands when you want to type something. This and that. Sometimes you do. I'm not lying. But I tell you what, for the screen quality and everything this phone does, it's well worth it. And I've been talking on it. Look, say I'm talking on the phone. You see me out in public, right? You're like, this guy's in public. Look, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, man? This, that. It looks normal. So you can't say, look at the back. Look at the back. Look at the back of that thing. Yes, look at it. Look at that thing. Look at it. Look at that thing. Look at that. Look. Look at this thing. Look. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Hey. This is a device of the future, and it's brought to you from Samsung. The greatest phone ever that I've ever used. And I've used many of them, trust me, because I'm kind of messed up when it comes to buying phones. That is my review on the Samsung Galaxy Note album. If you want an iPhone 4S, buy yourself out of the contract if you have to. But I would suggest you get this phone. And I understand the variant is going to be coming to Verizon and Sprint soon in the future. So you can get yourself the iPhone killer yourself probably in the next couple months. It's unbelievable. The phone, the capabilities of that phone, it's far beyond my expectations ever.